Strength potions? Just catch butterflies before you have to go do something. uh, there's a butterfly that gives you a super attack boost when you catch it, and there's another one that gives you a super strength boost when you catch it. CIR, Farming Guild. Right outside of the Farming Guild, you could catch one of each butterfly. Yeah. The Black Warlock is the super strength, and then I forgot what the attack one is, but yeah. If you catch it barehanded. Oh, well, but you have to have barbarian butterfly catching. I'm just kidding, that's not a thing. I was thinking about saying barbarian hunting, but that seemed like it would be something. That's why I said barbarian butterfly catching. I'm not either. I'm not watching your stream.
And to call things like Vorkath AFK, but I'm not gonna go that far. Regardless, all the activities you see here will provide great games versus time and effort needed. Grab your favorite drink and snack, and let's start the 2024 AFK guide for Old School RuneScape. As I like to structure my videos, we will start with one of the newest bosses in the game, Scurious the Rat King. If you didn't know, this is a great way to train your combat skills, which is why we will visit this method in another video. But other than combat experience, we are focusing on something else, which is a new pet. Doing Scurious will be a 2-for-1 situation because not only is it a great AFK activity under the right circumstances, because you won't need to pay much attention at all, but Scurious is one of the few, if not only, AFK boss pet you can achieve in Old School RuneScape. We have 2 ways of attempting this, both of which can be a little expensive, but definitely worth it for a new pet that requires almost no attention at all. The first one is by wearing full Gotham's armor with prior enhancing gear, and with Protect from Melee and Piety enabled. Chances of you dying here are pretty low because of the massive heals from your items. The second one may seem a little more expensive, but if you have more money, this one could be safer than Gotham's. Take full Virtues and a staff that can auto-cast ancient spells, and set your default cast to blood spells, preferably single target to avoid spending too many runes. This might be a little slower, but you will barely fall dangerously low on HP, especially if you heal on the big rats after the main fight. I know we are starting with an activity that's pretty high on the requirements to make it truly AFK, But don't worry, this is pretty much the most demanding one in terms of levels and gear, so it only gets easier from here. A method we have seen in the previous video is defeating Sulfur Naguas in the Nepotli dungeon. But there's something I didn't mention about them back then, which is why I'm including them here to give you new information regarding a revisited topic. We will be camping these new monsters for combat experience because you can make supplies here, making this method 0 GP input, and you will keep everything they drop. What I did not know back then is that if you wear the Sulfur Blades, they have a special effects against Sulfur Naguas, which makes them take an additional 4 damage per hit splat, paired with the powerful potions made inside. And especially if you're a mid or even late game player looking for AFK combat experience, this will be one of the best activities for low effort and high gains. I'm doing a 2-for-1 here because neither of these require too much time to talk about them. But if you didn't know, the Sulfur Naguas drop an item called Sulfur's Essence. You will get these in batches from 6 to 10, and by going to the Nagua in the chest room at the Nepotli dungeon, you will get 50 runecrafting experience for each of these. Whenever you watch an AFK video, I bet a lot of them classify Zeya runecrafting as AFK. The thing with this activity is that most of the AFK time comes from mining dense essence blocks, and that's pretty much it. The time it takes to imbue them, chip them, go back to the mine, and then to the blood or soul altar makes this not as AFK as a lot of people might think. With Sulfur Naguas and Sulfur's Essence, runecrafting is actually AFK from March 2024 and beyond. Granted, you will be getting a ridiculously small amount of experience per hour. In the previous video, and again, as you will see in many AFK videos, we talked about the Nightmare Zone by using either standard melee items or even the powerful Darok set to get some ridiculous hits on your way to 99 combats. This time around we are combining two things we have seen before, and we will be using the Venator bow at the Nightmare Zone. When training ranked here, people would typically use a blowpipe because of the 2-tick attack speed, and on the lower end, even crossbows could be taken into account. With the Venator bow, we have another way of getting high experience per hour without using a single GP for supplies, except for arrows. I will assume you already know the basics behind the Nightmare Zone, but if you don't, go check out my guide, which is still fairly relevant despite being a few years old at this point. When you deposit money to pay for a character, grab 2, 3, or 4 overload potions and fill the rest of your inventory with absorption potions, chucking them as soon as you enter the arena, and use that locator orb or rock gate to go down to 1 HP. Before you go in, make sure to pick enemies that can only damage you with the regular attacks and don't have any funny business going on like poison or dragon fire. Once everything is set, all you need to do is turn auto retaliate on and let your character do the rest. The cool thing about the Nightmare Zone is that almost like the Nepotli dungeon, besides the 32k payment before a game, you don't have to spend a single coin here, and your points will give you tons of benefits and even supplies you can sell on the Grand Exchange. Up next we have Prayer. This has always been mostly AFK if you go to a house with a gilded altar, and just let your character use up all the bones before you have to go resupply outside. We now have a new way to play AFK towards some prayer experience, and this is a little crazier than traditional. Thanks to the addition of Valamor, you can now go to Rallis' Rise west of the area, and with noted bones in your inventory, trade them with the NPC at the base of the altar, bless them, and use a chisel on them to get a bit of AFK time. You will notice that you are not getting any prayer experience from this, but that is where the beauty of this method comes into play. With your bone shards in your inventory, and with either jugs of blessed wine or jugs of blessed sunfire wine, you can then go to the Leviation pool and get insane experience drops every single tick. The great thing about this method is that it offers more experience per bone, and obviously the drawback is that you can't really do this super fast unless you have all the materials ready. Regardless, if you have some time to kill and want a cheaper prayer experience that will fly by with all of the materials ready, the new prayer activity in Valamor is the way to go. One of my absolute favorite
You make it with the blessed bone shards and wine. Yeah, it's in fuck, what's that? It's at the snowy place just north of Cam Torum. You know that mountain up there? Um you do it at the Tiamat is what it's called. You do it at that altar and it costs 2 prayer points each. Or I think you can do it by there's somewhere you do it. Oh, no. There's like a bowl on the top of I think it's on top of the pyramid. And you do it at that bowl, and then you can just run down to the altar to recharge prayer. I think that's how it is. Yeah, and bone shards are like, I mean, it's not a lot of XP, but you can, since you can stack so many bone shards, and it's like it's not just one bone shard per cup of wine either. So it's AFK in the sense that once you have your inventory full, you just sit there and fucking blessing the wines, praying at the altar, blessing the wines, praying the altar. I watched a video on it a while ago, like when I first started doing Hunter's Rumors.
Oh, baby. Alright, for this new method, all you're doing is gathering blessed bone shards and sacrificing the shards with blessed wine. There's two ways to get shards. First, fly or run west to Tiamat and take your own bones and bless them at the exposed altar. After they're blessed, you get the option to break them down into shards. You'll need a chisel for this, and it gives a tiny bit of crafting experience. Each of the shards you make are worth 5 prayer experience. At the bottom of the pyramid, you'll find Virilis, who will unnote your bones for 10 coins each. The exposed altar is also where you bless your jugs of wine. Each blessed wine is enough to sacrifice 400 shards. But just a heads up, you cannot unnote jugs of wine here, and you also can't bank blessed wine. So only bless them when you're ready to start sacrificing your bones. Your second option is to mine them inside Cam here, and you also can't bank blessed wine. So only bless them when you're ready to start sacrificing your bones. Your second option is to mine them inside Cam Torum. I'm doing my best with these names. To enter, you will have to complete Twilight Promise and start Perilous Moon. The mining area is just outside of the main city, to the east, where you'll find calcified rock, which require 41 mining to hit. The rocks will occasionally light up with water, which gives you a 15% increased success rate. You can also get calcified rocks when mining, which can be broken with a hammer and an anvil, giving bone shards or a Cam Torum teleport. Once you have your shards and your blessed wines, you're going to go north of the exposed altar, and in this little temple thing you'll find the libation bowl. Fill it up with your blessed wine and click away. You sacrifice 100 bone shards and 2 prayer points per action. If you run out of prayer, there's an altar just to the south of the bowl. The XP per hour here can get pretty crazy. With the full inventory of wines and shards, you can sacrifice up to 10,800 shards per trip. Alright, so I'll probably be doing this for the next couple days. It's a pretty nice way to AFK prayer.
What? Oh, okay. Nice.
It's an iron, and especially for a hardcore. If there's something I missed or a faster way to do this, let me know. Until then, peace.
It's like you gotta get way more than 10,000 stars.
Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help, and welcome back to another video today. So today we're going to be going back into the Kingdom of Varlamore to be testing out the best prayer training method in the game. I touched on this method a little bit in my mining video. Feel free to check it out. I will leave a link in the description, but let's get right to it today. So the method is going to be using blessed bone shards. Now basically blessed bone shards are bones broken down into shards, basically is the best way to put it. Now there's a bunch of different ways of obtaining the bone shards. Now the easiest way is by getting regular bones and...
What's up, dog? talking to my dog. Oh, this the Sunkissed bones are better than the regular blessed. Sounds like you fucked up again. No, I didn't. I remembered when I got out here to start doing this task, and then it's Chinchampa's, so I'll be here for the full 100 probably. I hate when one fucking Chinchampa comes through and just destroys all 4 fucking traps. That pisses me off. I killed him. I did. If there's a Chinchampa that destroys 2 traps, I'll kill him. Yeah. I believe it's just regular wines and the bone shards. I believe. You could take prayer potions if you don't want to run to the altar. Blighted. If you want it to be. Yeah. Yeah, I'm here. Yep. Oh, here I was thinking you were just getting butt fucked. Hold on, let me buy a plane ticket. You would win that bet, so I won't take it.
Okay, Andrew Tate destroys from this. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I know when he has his surgery. I don't know if it's this week or next week. No, it might be next week actually. No, his surgery is. I think it's near him. I don't think he'd go all the way up to. No, Reno's like a couple hours away. I don't think he'd go all the way the fuck up there. Oh, okay. It seems likely. Mine's not either, but it was 40, 41, 42. Wait. Can you repeat that? You can't be president that long. I don't think back then either. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, so it was like right after him. I thought that I mean I knew that there used to not be a limit, but I thought it was yeah, I thought it was way sooner than yeah. Oh, I see why they did it. So in case a woman does get elected. Nope. I'm doing Hunter's rumors. Rip. No. I'm closer to 70 herb lore than I am farming. No, my herb is only 62. I'm gonna be 70 hunter soon. Maybe one more task after the one I'm on. So this task and then one more. I haven't got. No, you're good. I haven't gotten any more pieces yet. Oh no, I haven't seen any implings. I only have 3 right now. Yeah, I opened some more. No, I'm not gonna start saving them until I'm at 72. I mean, I was kind of just saving them in increments of. I was just saving them in increments of 10 for fun, but yeah, I want to. Yeah, once I get those done, yeah. I have 76 rumors completed.
Meet Didactyl, my main account. Ever since the
Razorback
collection log was
Kebbits
released, I've
again?
been working on collecting all the
Alright,
different
where's my
items in
noose?
the
I gotta
game.
go hang
After
these
starting my
black
Jumpman
Kebbits.
series, I've been neglecting the account,
Alright, look
but now
guys.
it's time to resume collecting and share the adventure. Last episode we added
Right,
4 items to our
Piscatorius,
collection.
yeah,
First we got
AKQ.
the Pegasian Crystal, then the Rock Golem Pet while star mining. After that we got the Guild Hunter Headwear, and we finished with Scurrius's Spine. Our current tasks are a medium and a hard task to get a unique from the Moons of Peril, and an elite to get another unique from the Desert Treasure 2 bosses.
No. I don't have this stuff for it yet. I don't have 70 thieving, 60 runecraft, or 60 construction. And I haven't done Secrets of the North. What? Ooh, that would have been helpful. Fucking 2 months ago when I did those quests. Oh fuck, I still didn't put my glory in there. What was that? No, I think Eclipse is the easiest, right? Yeah. Yeah, Blood Moon gave me the most trouble. Yeah. I would have done the DSIM challenge, but I kept dying on the Blood Moon just because my stats were too low. So I had to borrow Mikey's zombie axe. Yeah, if I knew that there was a thing that would spawn creatures and help you fucking fight, then yeah. I've never I've never actually I never looked at it. I've never used the spell book until I got the crafting level to use it for super heat glass. Oh, that's not the Arceus. That's yeah. Yeah. I've never switched to the Arceus spellbook actually. Never used it. I haven't sold heads, but sorry, I'm gonna need those. For my prayer? I'm not gonna max it, but I mean, I'm gonna need prayer XP. Yeah. I think, you know what? Let me see. Yeah, 'cause I don't have 77 banked yet, so. Neither.
Back at the entrance of the Moons of Peril. We currently have only 2 items at the Moons of Peril here. So we got the Eclipsed Moon Chestplate and the dual Makwa Hittles, which I am going to use as these are pretty good in
I
here.
think I'm gonna need one
And we
more
of course got the darts as
rumor
well.
to 70 hunter actually. Yeah, rip. Nah. Dude, this is I didn't realize it, but this tracking is good XP. I mean, it's probably not good XP hour, but you get 348 XP per Kevit. Yeah, because it's slow when you gotta keep going back and forth. It'd probably be a bit faster with stamina potions, because then you don't worry about run.
We got 57 chests, which means we should have 3 items. It's actually a 1 in 19, so it's exactly 3 items we should have seen in this kind of kill count. So I am pretty much hoping that this doesn't take all that long. And if I have to be really picky, I really want the Blood Moon pieces, as that's the most annoying boss and I want to skip that one as soon as I can. But yeah, let's go in and let's see how long this takes. Oh yeah, forgot about that. I kinda took Dragon Scimitar with me just because I knew we still had 2 combat achievements left. And one was to kill all 3 of the moons with a Dragon Scimitar to get the Back to Our Roots combat achievement. The last one that is left is to kill a moon with its associated weapon drop. I can actually get that as well, as we have the dual Makwa Hittles with us, so...
I actually fucking might get it. Might get the hunter level from this rumor if I fucking wait until the last drop. For the no, for well from the what's it called? The pity drop. All the XP I'm getting from fucking tracking these things, stacking up. Yeah, fucking and tracking. Stick my dick in the bush and it goes where it tells me to.
I guess we will green log the combat achievements for the Perilous Moons after this. And there we go. That's Betrayal, because we used our new weapon to kill the boss. Now if we go to the combat tasks, for the Moons of Peril we are 12 out of 12. So the only thing we need to do here is to get all of the uniques, and hopefully that goes pretty smoothly. Oh, yes! That was fairly soon, and it's a Blood Moon item. Really happy with this. I was thinking that it would take a bit longer. Only 8 chests and we are done. Let's just go and complete it, and let's pick some other tasks. We have the option to either complete the hard task or the medium task, but I think it makes the most sense to complete the medium task. So let's see if we can get 99% or not if we complete this Moons of Perils task. We do not. Okay, that means that there are 2 tasks left, I think. Let's clear up the other 2 and let's get some new ones. Okay, trade back into Moons of Peril for the medium task, LMS for the hard task, and Elite is going to be one unique drop from the God Wars dungeon. I kinda still have a Slayer task to do Krill, but if we are going to use Arclight, I'd
Oh, I found
also
an imp.
like to just get the upgrade first before we return. We might go to another God Wars boss then. Before we do any of our tasks, I want to get
Oh wow. Hmm. So you could run around and slap people with them? Nice. And there's 70 hunter. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, where's the dragon pickaxe? Yeah, I think one of those should pretty much permanently stay in the storage, you know? I mean, I guess there's possibilities that two people will need it at once, but just so something like that doesn't happen again. Yeah, he's the fucking skiller. Yeah, well, what is he, 77? Are you? You're higher than me too. I got to 70 and was like, oh, I don't need any more. And then I was like, wait, I think I still need one more level. You need 71 for Quest Cape, right? Oh, okay. Okay. Yep. Nice.
One thing out of the way,
You
and
know what?
that
Since I'm
is some
70 hunter,
construction.
I'll stack my
I've been meaning
sacks
to
to
do this for a
72.
couple of months now after completing the full log for Mahogany Homes, but I just haven't gotten
I mean,
around
it
to
can't be
it.
that
And
much,
that's
right?
just to
Like,
max the skill so we
yeah.
can have the skill cape, which has an amazing perk to just teleport you to the house. We need 6 levels to actually get there, but I do have all of the planks, so that should not pose that much of a problem. And this is pretty much to try
I'm
to
only
get to max
150k
total
away.
level before we get to the end of the year. I've already trained up really close to 94, so let's get into the house. Let's build the table and let's be level 94 construction already. A bit over 2 hours later, and that's already 94 to 95 construction. 4 levels to go. Another couple of hours later, and that's 96. Another couple of hours of mindlessly clicking, and that's 97 construction. And there's the penultimate one, 98. And then after a lot of planks, a lot of annotating the planks, a lot of clicking, let's turn in the only long bone we have and the bank to Barlak here. And with that, we are 99 construction. I'm not sure how many at 99 it is, but we have 6 skills.
There's many activities you can do in OSRS like bossing, PvP, skilling, pet hunting, merching, and so on. But one of the most popular activities is collection log hunting. Another thing most players enjoy is AFKing, because for some reason we love this game so much that we want to spend as little time playing it as possible. Today I'm going to be combining those two things together to give you 10 ideas of AFK activities that you can do to get collection log slots. We all have times where we'd rather watch YouTube or Netflix and do something in the game with very low intensity on the second monitor. We need to define what AFK means though, so that you know what to expect from this video. Would you say that smelting cannonballs is AFK? Most people would say yes. So we'll define AFK by using the cannonball rule that I just made up right now. Making cannonballs is 1 minute and 17 seconds of downtime. So based on consensus, I will be defining AFK as anything that on average you'd have at least 77 seconds of downtime. This was originally going to be a list of 10 activities, but after editing the video, there's a lot more than 10 activities, so I'm clumping them together more as categories of activities. But either way, these are in no particular order, and starting with number 1, we have champion scrolls. There's 10 champion scrolls plus the cape on the log for a total of 11 collection log slots. Each champion scroll is 1 out of 5,000, and every single monster is AFKable in some way or another due to either the monsters being aggressive, using a cannon, or using a multi-hitting weapon like the Vanner Bow. If you're going for the music cape, you will need to get 1 champion scroll for a music track, and the fastest one would be from goblins, which with the cannon takes about 2 hours to meet the drop rate. The cannon holds 30 cannonballs, but it can hold 35, 45, or 60 with the medium, hard, and elite tier of combat achievements respectively. The cannon is especially nice for single-way combat with non-aggressive NPCs, because it acts as kind of like an aggression potion. And speaking of aggression potion, we're actually supposed to be getting aggression potions in the game once Varlamore Part 2 comes out with the Herblore minigame. It's going to be called the Potion of Goading, and once that comes out, there's
Hush.